Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we wanted to do something a little bit different, and we wanted to go to the zoo. So we're playing Diligent Zookeeper to see if maybe cards with all these different creature types could end up just overrunning our opponent. Speaking of which, the card Overrun is actually still standard legal because it's in Foundations, and we probably don't play that card enough. I should probably build a list to take advantage of it. Anyway, we're starting with Curious Farm Animals because it's actually 4 creature types, which is fantastic, and it's also a way to destroy artifacts and enchantments, which is super good. We have Momo, Playful Pet, the lesser played Momo, but it is 3 creature types, it does have Vigilance, and if it dies, we get 3 different options. Wow, I don't know what just happened there with my voice. We have some Seam Rip for some removal, Llanowar Elves to help our mana, same can be said of Badger Mole Cub, and then our first couple of ways to pump creatures is Tarantusk, because it pumps spiders, boars, bats, bears, birds, cats, dogs, frogs, jackals, lizards, mice, otters, rabbits, raccoons, rats, squirrels, turtles, and wolves, which I think everything but maybe one creature gets pumped in this deck by this, so it's pretty good. Anthem of Champions, this pumps everything, doesn't care what it is. Aven Interrupter, it's a bird rogue, which can slow down some sweepers and stuff since we're playing a bunch of creatures. Werefox Bodyguard, a card that people have forgotten about, but it's an Elf Fox Knight, it can exile something, and it can help us gain some life in a pinch. Spinner of Souls is only 2 creature types, but does help keep our hand loaded with different cards. If our creatures die, we could just draw till we get to other creatures. Diligent Zookeeper is a 4 mana 4/4. Each non-human creature we control gets +1/+1 for each of its creature types up to a maximum of 10. So yeah, pretty much everything in here is going to be like +2 or +3. If we get duplicates, obviously our creatures are huge. Leatherhead, we know this card's good, and it happens to be 3 creature types, and it's hard to remove. And then we have 3 copies of Nature's Rhythm to help us go get Diligent Zookeeper more often. So hopefully this crazy pile of stuff works as a super aggressive deck. But before we get into the games, I got to remind you, if you're going to do any shopping for Magic cards, please do so with our friends over at Tales of Adventure. It's toamagic.com. And the reason you want to do that is if you use my code DRAGON, which is DRAGN, it'll save you 5% on whatever you buy over there. So save money, support the channel, and this does include new cards from Strixhaven if you want to go get those. But all that business aside, let's go see how open the zoo really is. Man, all those cheap things we have to cast. Can't keep this. Alright, this is better. I guess an Anthem's gonna go back. Doesn't feel great, but it's not terrible. Alright, let's go with little Momo. Oh no, this is just a Reanimator pile, isn't it? Yep. And there's the Zombify. Great. Not sure if we can race them, but we're going to try our damnedest. Probably need a Zookeeper to show up right now. Would be the play. Golly. Alright. This is just in case there's some weird sweeper and we have to try to buy some time. Badger Mole into Badger Mole would have been the better play if I maybe had like a rhythm already or something. Would have been helpful. Alright, getting rid of Spinner of Souls, sure. Oh, that sucks. Now it's like, is it even worth Badger Moling? Actually, yes. Because we can... No, because I can only get double green. Dang it. Oh, this is probably going to be bad. I mean, I'm just going to do it. If the opponent has it, they just get us. This is just like, accept our fate. That's fine. This draw was clunky anyway. This is one of those, if you get us, you get us. If we get lucky and draw a Rhythm or a Diligent Zookeeper, then maybe we're still in it. Actually, if we do that, the game's just over. Alright, they have a Reanimator target. I mean... Oh no. That sucks. Alright. Let's... I gotta leave white, white, green available. Or white, white, something. So I guess it can just be like that. Oh, why did this... Oh, I didn't attack with that. I missed a point. Dang it. Alright, that's not so bad since we have the bodyguard before they get to the attack step. And that should be game. Alright, cool. This feels like one that could have went completely sideways. Opponent got a little unlucky on the cards they milled. And we drew blanks while the opponent was just waiting for a Reanimator target. So, it's a win. It just doesn't feel great. Oh, this bossing say. That's unfortunate. Alright, we'll keep it though. And I'm still going to play just the farm animals here and leave up. Because we can play elf plus something next turn, potentially. Well, that potential kind of disappeared. But we'll go ahead and attack. You know, there's a non-zero number of times where that food that Tarantus makes is actually important, too. Alright, let's seam rip. Keep that out of the way. Llanowar does not get pumped by Tarantus, but that's fine. What you won't do, opponent. Big Chocobo. We would like to get rid of a big Chocobo. Play that tapped and get in there. However, with the opponent at 9, we need to draw something to pump our team so we can keep attacking and be threatening. Otherwise, this does a whole lot of nothing. Oh, where's all of our pump things? Alright, well, still gonna attack with what makes sense at least. I mean, yeah. Like, why wouldn't you? Sure. Alright, you got a good old bristly bill. You got it. Alright. No, things are bigger. There's a rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go get a Zookeeper. Am I attacking with just Tarantusk here, though? That feels kind of bad. Actually, if we wait, we can go get another Zookeeper next turn. Maybe that's good enough. I don't know. We'll see. Probably not. But actually, Zookeeper itself... Oh, but it's non-humans. But if the opponent only has... Well, they have 4 blockers now. Maybe I just need another Werefox. I don't know, we'll see. We're at 23, so we don't have to be in a huge hurry. But these do matter. Alright. That thing just getting juiced to the gills, I guess. Alright, they didn't attack. If we go 4... 1, 2, 3, 4. And then tap Zookeeper, we can get another Zookeeper. Is there anything else better to get? No, not really. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't have to actually tap the Zookeeper, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. Though I probably should, because it's not like I'm going to block with the Zookeeper. I'd probably rather block with Harshwood Verge. However, if they attack with a bunch of things, we're probably getting trampled over anyway, so it's whatever. Oh, actually, they don't have any flying blockers. It'd only be 4 twice. I'd have to get in 2 attack steps. If I get the other Zookeeper, then this is +3 is an 8. That's a 5. That's an 8. Ugh. Alright, I'm just going to get the Zookeeper. Though getting the bird was probably correct. I don't really know. Feels like it is, though. Alright. They have land, trample, trample. God, the opponent never ran out of lands. How sick is that? Alright, fortunately that's not enough to kill us, I don't believe. Because we can chump block some of it. But gosh, damn. Alright. And now they have 5 blockers to our 6 attackers. 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attackers. And I just need 2 to get through. Yeah, no blocks. I guess they were wanting us to block so they could turn it into a thing, but... Oh, nope, sorry. This should do it, right? If I'm not mistaken. Am I missing something? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I feel like if they kept the blocker back, we couldn't make this attack. Yeah. Huh. All right. Well, we'll take the win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess it's possible that if we would have taken the bird, then we still could have won with the bird being a 4. We could have pumped one of the lands and attacked, and I guess it could have been okay. Ugly way to get a win with the opponent having double ascension and all this craziness going on, but you take them where you can get them. Oh boy. Okay, we'll keep it. Why not? I love that playing Tarantusk is kind of no indicator of what you're playing either. It's just like, you could have any of these creature types in your deck. Oh, Badger Mole? Sure. I was going to play Tarantusk since we have 2 of them, and if one of them got destroyed, then we'd have been alright. But the opponent looks like they might be doing some... Oh, we're playing against this again. Alrighty, so be it. Let's see Rippadooter. And then... play this, tap, don't take any damage, since we'd have to tap this anyway. Go attacking. And can we get a small creature to go with our Badger Mole next turn? Some 1-mana thing. Or not Badger Mole, with our Zookeeper. That's what I meant. Oh, we might have got him, folks. Zookeeper lets you attack for 9. And then we're going to attack for a lot more than 9. Yep, this one went a lot easier. Yep. Looks like the opponent kept a hand that was all in on Tifa. Probably other things that fetch lands and whatnot. and they were holding the Fable passages. It was probably protective spells, so they figure if they could just untap with it. But fortunately, we got a good draw and was able to get rid of the Tifa before they could protect it. Ooh. Yeah, we keep it. I don't even know what I want to draw this turn. Maybe Trantis? Not that. That's for sure. Worst part is, I kind of want to attack and see if I could threaten them to block, but we sort of need our Llanowar more than they need theirs, I would imagine. Oh, what are we doing? Oh. Wasn't expecting that. Well, crap. We're gonna get got by some type of Temur situation? Ugh. I mean, I guess we attack. Man, we needed a land there so badly. Maybe we'll get lucky and get to cast Zookeeper, and that'll be enough. Starfield vote. Oh man, opponent's doing it. Yep. Then you get 2 mana and 2 cards. Sick. Oh, well, 2 mana so far. You'll get 2 cards when you cast the next one. Okay. All right. That turn could have been a lot worse for us. Opponent could have had another Trailblazer and gone 2 more mana, 2 cards. And that could have got spicy in the bad way. Alright, so we have 2, 4, 6 mana we could play. I guess we just... Why would you... Arena, why would you choose that to tap instead? That's horrible. Let me attack with my Llanowar Elf. They have swords for a reason. If you want to trade for my Badger Maul, I'm down. Alright, opponent's at 4. I guess this is where they're going to try to combo or do what it is they're going to do. So it might have been a Temur combo deck, actually. Yeah, opponent's going for cards here. I don't know if this is going to be enough. If we could find a second white mana, we could have made sure that it wasn't enough. Okay. I mean, those all block. They are at 4 currently. Oh, do you have a bounce spell in hand? Nope. Okay, found the other mana. Fantastic. That's all we needed. Oh, no. Dang it. We put them at 1. Bleh. I mean, probably still worth it, but sure. Because we have to tap one of the white source lands, which is unfortunate, but whatever. Alright, cool. Yeah, once they have to block with everything, even if they get rid of a Zookeeper or a Badger Mole, they would have been down to just 1 life with us still having reasonable stuff behind. So, not a bad situation overall. I don't know how we got away with that draw. I think the opponent just got a little bit unlucky because, well, I mean, we both had kind of junky draws. Ours just have Zookeeper where we can just make giant attackers. Okay, let's keep it. Llanowar Elf. I think I'm actually just going to play... you know what? Let's play the Restless Prairie tapped. And just play a Tarantus. Because attacking for 1 probably isn't the difference of anything major. And then next turn we can leave up Interrupter if we want to. Actually, I say that. We should wait on Interrupter till the following turn. So we didn't really get much to play, though. That sucks. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Go attacking. And then we'll play a land and pass turn. We didn't do nearly enough damage, so even if I interrupt her a Day of Judgment, it's just not going to be enough. Oh. Well, if I'd have known you were going to play that, that might have changed things. I didn't think that's what type of deck this was. Man, interrupting that would have been cool for a turn. That could have really changed some things. Can we find our farm animals? No, farm animals would have been sweet, though. What are we trying to do now? I want to play Leatherhead. Because they're not likely to play Day of Judgment. They're more likely to play something that sweeps our, like, Star Cage or some such. If they do play Day of Judgment, they'll just get us here. But if not, our other options weren't great. It was just going to be to play Interrupter, then they just Day of Judgment the following turn, so that wouldn't have done much for us. And if they have a Star Cage, then we have to make the decision on... Okay, well, here we go. How bad is it? The fact that they're making decisions is not good. Okay, that could have been worse for sure. Still, can we find one of our zoo animals? Zoo animals would allow a lot of things to happen right now. Okay, zoo animals, we got there. So here's what we get to do. We get to zoo animals to get rid of... Oh, actually, if we get rid of the 5/5... Nah, we'll just get rid of Synthesizer, because that shrinks the 5/5 to a 5/4. Oh, I need it to be smaller, though. And you're not one of the creature types, right? Crocodile, mutant, nope, we are not on crocodiles. So that's tough. Yeah, we didn't get to do what we wanted to do. I misplayed the turn. I guess it wouldn't have changed much, though. I would have just got to keep a Leatherhead. Yeah, that's tough. Needed one of our other pump spells to pump the Leatherhead. Yep. Because I need to be able to remove the counter to get rid of the Synthesizer. Alright, well, we got. I misplayed a couple different ways in this one, I think. I could have been more patient. Yeah, that should just be GG's. Unless they completely blank, which is rare. Alright, cool. We can move on. Yeah, we had ways to win that one. I just played around the wrong cards. Okay, let's keep it. This might be one of those early turns where we just start with the Spinner of Souls. If we're so lucky. Oh, Intimidation Tactics. You get to choose. So I have effectively a counter, a removal, and a solid creature that replaces stuff. They get to pick. And all of them are valid. Alright, they figured they need to kill some creatures. And I totally understand that. Oh, what did I do that for? I needed the Llanowar Elf up. Gosh dang it. That was stupid. Yeah, sure, you got it. Alright. Momo. Pass. Guess countering a Bandit's Talent wouldn't have done a whole lot. Now this is a weird thing, because I know all the cards in my hand, so they just make a decision. Are they just going to level up Bandit's Talent? They are. We're okay with that. I don't want to commit to putting counters on a land right now. I mean, I might on future turns, where it's just we want to keep lands in hand to slow down the bandit's talent damage, then sure. Alright, I'll go ahead. Alright. Then now we just do what we can. Alright, opponent's at 11. Not sure we can get there fast enough, but we're going to try our best. If there were ever a time we needed a Zookeeper, this would be one of those times. Oh, wow. Arden. What? Ah, crap. Definitely wasn't expecting to see that. So they're playing Reanimator stuff with Bandit's talent? Oh, this is going to be brutal. Seam Rip, I mean, I guess it actually does something. I mean, I ain't going to hate. Grow this other land. Alright, we can at least threaten lethal. Here comes a Zombify, I'd imagine, though. Unless their hand's a bunch of discard spells and we've already discarded our hand. Which does happen sometimes. Alright, what do we got going on? We can't just level that up, because that's just game. So the fact they're even thinking about that might be good for us. But they took the damage when they discarded, or when they played Bitter Triumph. So they have cards in hand they wanted to keep. Just Requiting Hex, maybe? It does legally target all of our things. Okay, so it was another discard spell. No surprise. Zookeeper still the bee's knees. Yeah. Go get a Zookeeper and this does 4. If we get Trantus, this does 2, 3. If we just attack with the land, we do 4. So I might as well just get Zookeeper. At least I think so. Let me do a quick double check, just in case. Yeah, I think it's still Zookeeper. Those Spinner Souls could be cute. Oh, it does 4, actually. I did my math wrong. It's not... It doesn't become 3, it gets +3. So yeah, so now if they have a board sweeper, we just attack for 2 with Bossing Say. Yeah, that 100% made Zookeeper the right answer. Because now, if they deadly cover up, we just don't even care. Yep, that'll do it. Oh, man. Are we supposed to keep this? Because, I mean, Llanowar Elf, Elf dies, play farm animals, then, I don't know, maybe Nature's Rhythm for something? We'll try it, though. We'll see what happens. But generally, 4 lands in the opener with this type of deck is something I think you should mulligan. That's a rough go. Oh, and the opponent's playing deserts? Alright. I mean, our lands coming up the way they are is fine, right? We can minimize our damage, have all of our colors. Just good stuff in general. Alright. They got the Reanimator parts of what they want to do. So can we do anything to take advantage? Let's... 'Cause, 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 'cause I was just trying to think if Nature's Rhythm for another elf, does that really do anything? But not really. So we'll do this, attack. And then what I'm hoping is maybe get some amount of damage in next turn. Actually, if we were to draw exactly Badger Mole Cub, then we would be able to leave up Aven Interrupter and go search for Diligent Zookeeper for a winning turn the following turn. I think that's the only way this works, and that was just a land. So that kind of screws that whole strategy. Alright. Yeah, because now we just won't be able to go get a Zookeeper. And I don't think we have an out. Unless, maybe if we get another Interrupter. That would be the other option. So maybe I just search for another Interrupter. No, because it still only makes it cost 4. So that would probably be the play. Huh. They're going with Kiora first? Opponent's getting greedy. Alright. Well, now I think the opponent might have opened up the door for me to potentially do something. Unless they're waiting until they have a counter for our counter situation, which is possible. Yeah, okay. I mean, I could destroy their enchantments that are sitting there, but that doesn't really do anything. Alright, let's attack. Still get in, put the opponent to 13 in the turn. Man, we might have exactly enough. They block that. We take, this would be 4. This would be 4, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, we might still be short one, even after all this. Man. What do we let them destroy? Probably just our flyer. I think we have to just play the long game. We just have to let it happen. Alright. The fact that they're getting rid of that is great. That's alright. This gets them an 8-8, which sucks, but is what it is. I don't think we're worried about their damage as much as other stuff here. Okay, a second Interrupter. Does that change things? 1, 2, 3, 4. If we go get Badger Mole now, that still leaves up an Interrupter. If they have a counter, we're wrecked. It just is what it is, but I don't think saving for double interrupt. Actually, wait. If we Interrupter, that would be 4, 8, 12. So if we attack now, we put them down to 30. Actually, I think that is the right way to go. And then we just end the turn. So I think we can attack for exactly 12 by going and finding a... what's it called? Diligent Zookeeper. This is assuming they don't have spot removal or whatever. A bunch of other things, obviously. Formidable Speaker. Sure. I think we'll go ahead. Because I think our plan is get both of these onto the battlefield one way or the other this turn. Opponent attacks with both. We're not blocking. We're kind of all in on this plan. No blocks. Looks like they don't have anything, so that's good. In step. Sure, we're going to flash this in. Alright. Then we're going to go get Zookeeper. Man, the fact that this worked was crazy. That felt like an ever-changing plan. Oh no, they're at 13 though. No! How did I do the math wrong? I thought they were going to be at 1 less. Did they gain life from something? Oh, I wasn't paying attention. They did. They gained a life off Jungle Hollow. Oh, I should have held on to an Aven Interrupter. All right, we lose. That's okay. We could have won that, though. I just wasn't paying attention to them gaining that 1 life. All right. Yeah, if I would have just saved the second Interrupter, Then if they go to play Cavero, then we just counter it. If they attack here, we block with something, probably just the Overlord of the Bailmark. And then the next turn, we go ahead and go get Zookeeper or whatever. But it's all right. At least we know we could have potentially won that one, so that's okay. All right, sure. This is the first time we've drawn Anthem. Or actually, I think the first time. We think we saw it one other time, but didn't have to cast it. Okay. Let's go Badger Mole. Actually, I probably should have played it on the Restless Prairie. Getting that extra +1 might actually matter. There's a Michelangelo. Oh, that's fun. I was going to play Spinner of Souls, but you know what? I might wait now. But I will attack with a Badger Mole Cub. The reason I'll wait is I can see where they decide to put counters, or if they play something else that makes counters, and we'd rather deal with that. Then we can Spinner of Souls, Anthem, and then try to go for Zookeeper, I think. Will end up being the working plan. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can get rid of Michelangelo. We do. Guess I could have waited for them to try to use their mutagen token, so I was a little bit hasty on that front. But that is fine. I think we're alright with that. Let's go Spinner of Souls. We will play Anthem. Go attacking. Now we need an untapped land. Or actually, no, the opponent's only at 12. We could actually just activate Restless Prairie and attack. Would that be enough? Prairie, they block. I don't know. Untapped land just makes life easier. Let's just do that. Alright, that's a thing, I guess. Alright, that works too. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4 for a Zookeeper. Get in there. Yeah, nobody ever sees Zookeeper coming. You know, I'm kind of impressed, though I think we beat 3 of these Landfall green decks. Actually, I guess technically this was a +1/+1 counter deck, so it's a little bit different. But yeah, there's a few things to talk about this deck, because it definitely worked better than I thought. Okay, so the fun thing about this deck is you don't really need to lean heavily on any particular creature type. While some things don't get pumped by Tarantusk, enough of them do that it's still totally worth it. And there's also the other thing that you can move pieces around. Like if you don't want to play Leatherhead or you don't want to play Spinner of Souls, you could play like Scavenging Ooze, right? Granted, it's only one creature type, but it does deal with graveyards and gets counters, so like it still could work in here. But there are a lot of things that are 2 creature types, or even 3. Like Sentinel of the Nameless City is 3 creature types, right? And get you the map tokens. So that could be a reasonable replacement for either of these cards if you want to. So I think there's a lot of options, right? You have some counters. You could also play other, like the Charm, right? I think if you played Archdruid's Charm, that could also be helpful, because it can be another thing that lets you just go search for the creature you want, right? If we need to go get an Aven Interrupter to just make sure we have a counter for the sweeper, or if you want to go get Diligent Zookeeper and just cast it next turn. So if you maybe don't have Nature's Rhythm in your collection, you could get away with playing Archdruid's Charm, and you get some flexibility of it also being a fight spell or whatever. So I think that's another reasonable way you can go. Now granted, it's 3 greens, so you'll have to balance your land accordingly, but still totally reasonable of a thing you could do. So yeah, I would say, what were we? We were either 4-2 or 5-2, and one of those was just because I wasn't paying attention to my opponent gaining that 1 point of life. So that could have even been a win as well. So we had a lot of ways to go, realistically. Overall, cool things, lots of fun interactions, all the cards got to do some sweet stuff. Like, I don't know what to say. I actually thought this was going to be kind of a gimpy, silly, whatever deck. But no, Zookeeper was the real deal, as it turns out, which was kind of funny. So yeah, I'm gonna put the link up over on Moxfield like we always do. Y'all should download this, try it if you have the cards. It's a lot of fun. I wouldn't craft it if you don't already have the cards, but if you do, I would totally play this. It is a blast. And if you need something else to beat the opponent, maybe you can cast an overrun. But that's all I have you for now. We'll see you next time.